Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I wanted to do a little bit of a throwback video back to holiday 2020 when Dior released their Golden Nights holiday launch. And I have some items from the collection. I did get rid of a couple things. So I really just wanted to go back into what I have left. One of my goals is to condense my collection, and that's gonna require me going into what I have, playing with it again, seeing do I still have that love for it or that feeling that I had when I bought it, because if not, it needs to go. So if you want to see me revive these quints and play around with them and do a couple comparisons in case you do like them, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think, and if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with another enthusiast that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So this collection launched for holiday 2020. It was called Golden Nights, and I'm going to pop up several pictures because there were different items in the collection, different products. And I did not get the entire collection, but I did pick out what I thought was going to be most important for me. Now, in 2020, the Dior quints, I believe, were reformulated, and they seem to be all the craze here on YouTube. I did do a few videos on the ones that I had, and I had some that I never did videos on that I really wasn't into those color stories, so I did sell them because they're expensive. Like, I can't afford to keep stuff I'm not going to use, and they were brand new, so I had to get rid of them. Now, let me show you what I do have left from this collection. And I have the two quints. They were named Golden Nights, which was number 549, and then there was Black Night. Now, Black Night is 089, I believe, and I cannot hold that up because two of my shades are disconnected from the pan, so I'll hold it up, but I'll keep the plastic on top. That's what I'll do. Now, one of the things that everyone loved with this quint were the snowflake embossings, and you can still see mine because I didn't use it that much. That's the problem here, you know. Up until this video, I had only used the quint one time, and that's just not going to work when you're paying, I want to say these might have been $65. So yeah, unacceptable. This is shade 089. This is Black Night, and this one, although it looks so great, can be a very, very tricky quint to use. So I'm going to show you how to use that one in this video as well. Now, two items that were in the collection that I sold were the blush. They call both of them blushes, but one was a blush and one was a highlighter. The blush was pink. I didn't think it really went well with the collection, but I remember once I put the pink blush on, it was okay, but I didn't really like it that much. I don't feel like it was much of a standout, so I did let that one go. And then the highlighter, I remember it being a bit pasty, a bit ashy. I can't remember, but I don't know why they called it a blush, but that's neither here nor there. I had to let that go. I was not going to be using those two products at all. Now, another piece of this collection that I purchased was one of the Diorific lipsticks, and this is in the shade 071, and the shade is called Glittery Rose, and it's beautiful. Here's what the shade looks like up close, and I'm just moving it around. I wanted you to see the snowflakes that are etched in it, and there are some glitter flecks, but the glitter is not in the lipstick, which I'm thankful for. This is a really beautiful lipstick, and when I brought it out again last year, that's kind of how I got started into buying the Dior lipsticks, and it definitely became a little craze for me. And last but not least, we have the nail polish, and this shade is number 997, and the name of the shade is Dark Nights. And you can see it's a really deep plum shade, and it's a very fancy little bottle here. So those are the pieces that I purchased from the Dior Holiday 2020 launch. And I'm gonna do two looks. I'm gonna play with these items, not the nail polish this time around, because nail polish and me just don't work out. But I'm gonna come back at the end and just let you know my overall thoughts about what I have left from this collection and whether or not I think it still has a place here. So let's get into the looks. Did I tell y'all that I'm supposed to be at work at 7:15 next year? 7:15, I can't. Anyway, we have the Golden Nights, and I have Black Night, but is It's over there. I used this one time, and at the time I was so pressed because my friend Yadi, she met someone at Dillard's or something, and he's like, oh, I can get the collection early. And everybody was trying to have their videos up. It was like this whole race, which I'm over that. But I was trying to be all a part of that at the time. And then I went through a whole thing of regrets, like, I didn't even want this, blah, blah, blah. So these kind of went into the little graveyard. And then my eyeshadow love, or my eyeshadow taste started to change, because at that time I damn sure wasn't appreciating a palette like this. And yeah, I just wasn't. I mean, I thought it was pretty, but I never came back to it. Like, the embossings are there. So I thought, why not come back, see what we think about it. And you know what made me think about this? I think that this looks very similar to that Chanel Mediterranean quad that everybody was obsessing over that sold out. I think this is like that, but better. We shall see. So we're just gonna get into a look right now. And I have no idea what I wanna do, because this is all shimmers. So let's see, I might bring in, I have Patrick Ta Major Dimension on standby, just in case. And let's see, because lately I've been into these little Dior quints. So, you know, maybe I'll love it. I don't know. Automatically, I am drawn to, what do we call this? Chartreuse. I didn't even swatch this out. Let's just do that as well. I'm gonna just do it on the back of my hand and try to, I don't know why I'm trying to save these embossings. All right, there are the swatches. So you can see they're all shimmers, and some have a little more sparkle to them than others. Like the light shades, I think, have a bit more sparkle to them than the deep. I love this kind of chartreuse shade, so I'm gonna go right in with that on the lid. Going in with the Sigma lid shader brush, avoiding the snowflakes. Don't know why, I'm trying to save them. I'm gonna spray. Let's see what this looks like on the lid. Just gonna start. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. Okay. All right, we can work with this. Kind of going in a different order with this look. Oh my goodness, Granddad just pulled up. Let me do the other eye real fast and then I'll be back. Now, this is gonna look a bit odd until we bring this together, but just trust me. I don't know if that's chartreuse or is it like more of like an antique type gold situation, but I love it. Good morning. August, say hi real quick. All right, I'll be back. I wanna go into the gold center shade. Oh, this is nice. This is why I'm glad to bring stuff back out, because I just forget. Plus, I'm also looking to start decluttering a lot of my collection. A lot, well, I'll probably still be left with a lot, but I'm really looking to do that. So I need to decide what's gonna stay and what's gonna go, because this could have been going. All right, I like this. Let me just blend it together a bit more. We're gonna take a Rephr 14 into the brown. And this brown is a satin. What I wanna try to do is just add a little more depth to the outer corner. Then we'll get into the peach. I'm gonna bring this over a bit. I feel like, I don't know, I might need my Patrick Ta palette. I really don't though. Just feel like there's a large space between, my brow bone and where the shadow starts. So I'm gonna have to do a little more blending, but I just wanna get this shadow placed. This is a little grungy, right? No, maybe reaching. The Black Knight one definitely is. I remember with that one, even though I liked the looks, the colors, it was hard to get the colors to show up differently, but it may have been all in the brush. This looks way better blended than this. So let's see. I'm just gonna take this BH Cosmetics brush and let's just see if we can just blend these together a little bit more. I like these. Now, even though these shimmers have some sparkle in them, it's not glittery at all. It's just, I don't know, it's really smooth, right? All right, now I wanna get into this peach, but I kind of don't know what I wanna do with it. I almost wanted to use it as a blend out shade, but I'm not really certain how to use this. Let's try it. I mean, we're playing. Can't remember what I did with it last time. Now we'll link the old video. I did watch it and it made me miss my hair a little bit, but only for a second. So that's kind of just highlighting the edges, and actually we're kind of taking this up to the brow bone, giving it a little peachy shimmer here. So maybe I won't go into the Patrick tie. Maybe it's just gonna be a nice all shimmer look. Really, this color is really nice. What do we call that? Antique gold. And you know, you could just like do one and dones with these, or just go, you know, all light with the 3 shades at the top. Like a nice little, like if you, I don't know, I don't think I've ever worn eyeshadow to the pool, but if I were to wear eyeshadow to the pool or something, I could see me just maybe using these 3 shades on the top. You know, we don't need any smoke shades for the pool. You know what I'm saying? Do we wear eyeshadow to the pool? Let me know if y'all wear eyeshadow to the pool. Cause I'm about to start with all this eyeshadow I have. I'm gonna be wearing it everywhere. I'm not playing. Do y'all wear makeup to the beach? Let me know. This is just a nice little chill look. See, and that's why I tried to pick a little deeper lipstick, because I knew. But I like this. I'm into it. I am going to take this flat shader by, what is this? Bodyography Pro. Oh, I had to change my battery. I think I want to go back into that antique gold that we started with and see if we can do this. And we can, for the lower lash line. Not making it too, you know, too dramatic or anything like that. Sweeping it under, going into the brown, and just taking that on the outer corner portion, bringing it up a little bit. Ooh, it's like a little pretend wannabe reverse cat eye situation, but no. Okay, well, I'm glad I pulled this out, because I was going into the lightest shade. This is a What's Up Beauty R101, just a pencil brush, and we're gonna just use that. Now in this case, I did use all 5 shades in the quint, but don't feel stressed to do that. I have to stop putting so much pressure on myself. You know what I'm saying? I have to use 5. You can use 3. You can use 2. You're not wasting it. Oh, that is such a pretty little glow. I'm pleased. This is not. Okay, here's the whole look. Ooh, and I have a new liner I'm gonna try, because I don't think I filmed with it. So yes, I will be right back. I will let you know what I'm thinking about this look, but I think y'all already know. Cute. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. And I really like it. I was worried that the shades weren't gonna look blended like when I had my eyes closed, but they really do. All right, just calm down. All right, I wanted to try out this eyeliner, which I only have on the top lids. And I purchased this from Dior because I could not find a olive colored liner, or like this color in a matte. This almost reminds me of my Greige Core Crayon by Linda Hallberg, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. For the bottom liner, I use the Green Lights Metallic side from the Charlotte Tilbury Char. And I just thought that would look nice with this. It doesn't really stay in the waterline, well, at least not today, I don't know. And my mascara is the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes mascara. It's just a sample, I don't have the full size, but I'm just trying to go through any samples, anything I have. I'm just trying to use this stuff. On my face, I have on the Auric Glow Lust in the shade Sunstone. I have on the Nars foundation, Pat McGrath concealer, Pat McGrath under eye powder. I have on, so for blush, I tried the Patrick tie, it was the brown one. For some reason, those blushes are not working for me. I don't know if it's because I'm using a sponge, I'm just not sure. I went into my Nars blush palette because this is a tried and true for me, and I went into the shade Savage. I love this one, yes. Right on top, because it was just doing too much of not what I needed it to do. The Patrick tie, that is. Now for lipstick, I went into one of my Juvia's Place mattes from the Nubian Earth collection. This is the shade Morocco. I was gonna go into the redder one. I think the redder one was called Clay or Soil, I can't remember, but I felt like this would be the best match and the best suggestion. All right, calm down. That's it right there. No liner today. I like this look. I like it. And it's cool tone. You know, it's cool tone, but this is like warm. I'm into it. Now, here's the thing. This quint, you can find it, but you're gonna pay for it. And it was already like $62 or $65 when I purchased it. So I think that if you like that type of look or this type of look, it would behoove you to check out the Natasha Denona Mini Gold Palette. Now, I just wore this to a wedding, and this, I think, let's just hold them up side by side. Now, they're not gonna be exact, you know what I'm saying? And based on the time, I can't swatch it all out. But just take a look, okay? Because we're talking about the vibes here. And I think these have very, very similar vibes. You don't have as antique of a shade, but you have a, let's see. Matter of fact, this is the Natasha. This might be better. This might be a duochrome. I don't know. That's the Dior, that's the Natasha Denona. So like the Dior gold shade you got here. You see what I'm saying? Let's look at the browns real quick. Cause that's the only, even though I said I didn't have time to do this. I'm just saying, like if I go like this, you can't tell the difference. So if you like Golden Snow or you missed out on it, try the Mini Gold. It's still a quint, it's 5 shades, and it's $25. So yes, I say that you can really achieve a similar look. Now you don't have that peachy shimmer, but who cares? I like the peachy shimmer, but I'm saying it's not unique. You know what I mean? And don't worry about the snowflake embossings because they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone soon because I'm gonna try to keep using this. So that's gonna, so this is the look. Let's see if we like it. I mean, I'm ready to go to the party. There just aren't any. I got my nails done. I even got a necklace on today. Y'all like it? Okay, so I'm feeling this. I do like it. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm gonna take off my the eye makeup area and the lip and come on back for Black Night. I'm really excited about Black Night, I think. All right, you guys, I'm back to do a look with the Black Night Quint. And I know I probably mentioned it, I can't hold this up. Well, actually, I can hold it up with the cover on it because 2 of the shades are disconnected from the pan. This is such a tricky quint to use. And one of the things I remember saying last time is that a lot of the shades look the same on the eye, depending on how you use them. And that's what makes it tricky. It's also very dark and very, very vampy. And my challenge is using this for work today. So we're gonna just see. Last night I watched a video and I was playing around with this. I watched a video by Cheri Voyage. If you have not subscribed to her, she's a makeup artist and she is amazing. And she showed how you can do a softer look. She used the middle kind of burgundy shade and then the silver. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing maybe with the navy because I'm wearing like a lot of navy and denim today. It's gonna be a bit matchy-matchy. I don't know, maybe I can try to recreate her look. I am wearing the lipstick from the collection. This is Glittery Rose. Let's go ahead and see what we can do in a short amount of time. Now, because I am trying to sheer out these shades, I am gonna want a tapered fluffy brush. Maybe this one by BK Beauty, the 202. That might be good. So I've got the BK Beauty 202. And then this is the Bristles Beauty EO1 DL brush. You can see that one brush is definitely bigger than the other. So let's use this one, the BK Beauty. The Bristles Beauty, those are the natural hair brushes. Let's do it. I'm gonna try to recreate her look, Cheri Voyage. I will link her video in her channel because even though, you know, this is a discontinued quad, I love that it's just the concept of how to wear dark colors, you know, for a daytime look. And I was looking even at the promo. I love going back and looking at, I think it's just the history of it all. I love going back and looking, like, look how deep that is for no reason. Just looking at the launch and the looks and the look that was created with Black Night. I mean, I think it's more, I would say, editorial, you know, runway, and the way that the model, and hopefully I can post this picture, had her makeup, it it was just very kind of vampy, you know what I mean? Oh, but look at this. Oh, Cheri Voyage, y'all, I'm telling you. She knows what to do. And, you know, it's funny, I was looking at the look I created with this, and like looking at it now, I'm like, that's a little bit too much. I mean, if I was going somewhere, but the reality is 9 times out of 10, I'm not. So I need to find ways to make all of this stuff wearable, because I don't go a lot of places. And if I did, it wouldn't be with that type of look. You know, I love my grungy, smoky stuff. This is really pigmented, like, but you can see just how you can really shear this out, and then maybe even possibly come back with it for a smoke shade. So yeah, I'm glad I came across her video, but she's usually a go-to for me when there's something I have and I don't know what to do with it. I think with Black Night, I was more so like, I like the look of it more than, you know, putting it on, because I kind of just didn't know what to do with it is the thing. So this is gonna be our transition shade, and I think it has blended out really nicely to the point where I don't even know if you can tell that, you can see some sheen there, but you really can't tell. So what we're gonna do now is go into the silver. Now what she did was she just put the silver on the middle of the lid. I'm gonna start out that way, and we'll see if we keep it like that. And I thought that was, you know, kind of interesting as well. I think this is definitely daytime appropriate. And I think if you like cool tones, this would be really suitable for you. I think out of the 2 favorites, and I'm sure I'll share this at the end of the video, the Golden Nights, I think is going to be the one that I would, you know, wear more. But I'm just kind of tabbing this on, not really in an organized fashion. And I mean, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. The last thing that she did was she took an eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to grab this one by Bodyography Pro. It's just an angled liner brush, and she either went into the navy or the black, I can't remember, but I'm going to go into the navy shade, and I am going to use that as my liner today on the top lashes. And she talked about just pressing it in to just give some more definition. I think it makes your lashes look more defined. I think it makes the look more defined. And I thought that was a great idea, because, you know, you want to use these shades. I did also play around with using the burgundy as a liner with the silver on the lid and then the navy in the outer corner. And I did like that too. This is definitely a challenging quad for me, Quint. It really is. And that's probably why I won't get rid of it, because I'm like, it's unique, but it's almost too unique to the point where it's like, I don't even know what to do with it. And who else's video did I watch? Kelsey Brianna J. She talked about how she wouldn't use this one alone, you know? Now, the closest thing that Dior has to this is Black Bow. And I have Black Bow as well, and I have a video on Black Bow. It's old. But I would say if you kind of like this kind of smoky, cool tone, Black Bow is going to be better suited than Black Night, because Black Bow has a couple light shades in it. And I just think the combo, there's like a lavender type shade in there. And then you have the shimmers, which are so nice. Like that one probably is my favorite, or has been the reigning favorite. But I do like, you know, the blue velvet that I just purchased, and I like the coral paisley. So I don't know where Black Bow falls. And I still have a couple quints that I've not used yet. Now, what I want to do also is maybe take a bit of that navy and just kind of drag it here. This is what I did in the last look. I'm not going to make it as pronounced, but just to bring it together. And I kind of like the idea of having a wing, but that it's not defined. I kind of like that idea, because trying to define a wing is a lot of work for me, and that's just not my thing. So I like it being kind of like blown out a little bit like that. And you know, you could even, just because I really shouldn't be doing anything extra, I'm going to take that navy shade and maybe just put a little bit here on the outer corner, just a little bit. Don't try to do too much, just to give it a little definition. Oh, I'm liking this on the outer corner. I'm into it. And see, I think when you do this, you can actually see the differences in the shades. And I remember saying last time, like, oh, these all look the same, but it's all in the technique. And I think my technique has definitely evolved since the fall of 2020, and I'm so happy to see that. Yes. Okay, so that's what we have with Black Night. And I didn't do a lower lash line yet, but I'm going to. I was just, you know, hoping that I'd be able to find my Refer 26 brush, but it is now missing for the 4th day, and I know it's probably in. Oh, there it is. There she is. Okay, let's go back into the Quint, and we're gonna just close the look like we started with the burgundy shade. Just see what time it is. Yeah, no, God, can't be playing around. I'm taking the burgundy, lightly sweeping, really lightly sweeping underneath the lower lash line. I don't want this to be too vampy of a look. Although you can definitely go that way, it will not be hard for you. We do need an inner corner. Oh, wait. And what I'm gonna do for that is just go back into the silver shade. And because I kind of just tapped that silver on, you know, this is a shade that you can easily build up, and it's gonna make a great inner corner highlight. So I'm just taking this Bristles Beauty pencil brush, and I'm gonna build it up here in the inner corner, kind of take it and connect it a little bit. It's just more pronounced here in the inner corner because I'm just tapping it and building it up. Okay, so that's it. That's the look, you guys. And again, I have on the Glittery Rose lipstick. So I think this really comes together nicely. I'm just going to line my lower lash line and then put the mascara on, and I will be back. All right, you guys, here's the final look. I just took pictures and I love this blend. I think that you can see the burgundy, the silver, and the navy. I like the navy liner. I did use a Charlotte Tilbury matte navy liner for the lower lash line just to bring that together. I have on the Benefit They're Real mascara, and then face details, I think it's the same. Nars foundation, Auric Glow Lust. I have on the Nars blush palette, the Afterglow. It's the shade Savage. And then I have a little highlighter from that palette on top. And I think this looks good. The concealer is LYS. I have on the Pat McGrath Blur Powder, just kind of my normal. I'm always really surprised when I find a cool tone look that I like. And yeah, I really do. And I think that does it. See if we like it. So yes, I like the darkness of the eyes with, you know, the lighter lip. Yes, okay, Black Night. Now let's see how this looks with Black Bow. All right, y'all, now for Black Night, I would highly recommend that if you like the Black Night right here, this one, because like I said, this one, you gotta do a lot of finagling with. But Black Bow, yes, y'all, let me tell you something about Black Bow. This one, for some reason, had captured my heart when I bought it. Look at this. Look, even the Dior is almost worn off. It's great. It's great. You've got this beautiful lavender satin shade here that you can use for the transition or on the lid. You have a beautiful silvery white satin. Yes, y'all, look at that. You have your matte black, okay? I'm just gonna put that on the other side of the lavender shade. And again, these do not swatch the best. Sometimes they can look a bit dusty and crusty, but look at this one, y'all. Come on with this silver. Yes, this, oh, I can't. And then you have a deep kind of gray, sparkly shimmer here with some silver reflex. Black Bow is that girl, okay? Black Night, I like the look I came up with. It wasn't my favorite. I think the shade that I really like in that, actually, I like the navy and I love that burgundy. Just really hard to work with. It almost gives me like, you know how I feel about Gemini 2. It's just all deep. Like, there's nothing else for you there. There's nothing else we can do. There's nothing else we can get from it. We do have that silver in the Black Night, but as far as the other 4 shades, it's like, I can only use 1 or 2 for a look because trying to use all of them, it's just gonna be like 1 shade. So this one I feel like gives you a little more variety for that cool tone look. Okay, I don't have anything else that I think would be like the Black Night. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm rubbing my hands like it's food. All right, let me go ahead and wrap this video up and give you my final thoughts. My final thoughts are both of these quints have a place in my collection still. I kind of am into like looking back at my collection with launches like this one. I think this one was so significant to me because it was the first holiday launch that I participated in since I had gotten into makeup. So before 2020, I had never paid attention to holiday launches, makeup releases, anything like that. If I happened to see something, maybe I would get it. But I just got into makeup like halfway through 2019. So when 2020 came around and like, it was like holiday, I'm like looking and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a special time. Like, but now I just realized like it's always a special time with makeup releases, like something's always coming. But I was so excited about like looking at the holiday launches and seeing what was coming. And then I think Pat McGrath had some quads coming and it was just really exciting. So when I look at these quints, it's kind of what I think about. And it might be a little bit of the nostalgia for me. It's kind of like how I am with music. Like I can hear a song or I can look at a CD or album or on Apple Music now, but before CDs. And I could tell you the year, I could tell you where I was, I could tell you what was going on. And that's kind of how I feel about certain items in my collection, which make them special to me. As far as the actual products though, like I said, the 2 blushes had to go. I'm gonna keep the polish, I'm gonna keep the quints, and I'm definitely keeping the lipstick. I like them all. And I like the challenge of Black Night. How often am I gonna grab for it? Probably as often as I grab for everything else. Not often because I'm always rotating through, but it's definitely something I will come back to using. The lipstick I will probably use more, and probably the Golden Snow. I'll probably use that a little bit more too. So that's kind of on the lines, like we said, of the Natasha Denona Mini Gold, Natasha Denona Gold palette. So those are just gonna be some everyday wearable shades, and if I want something quick, that's gonna be great for that. So that is it, you guys. I wanna challenge myself and all of you to look through your makeup collection and see, do you still have the love that you had for some of the items? Because if not, we can gift them, we can let them go, we can lighten up, you know, our load, because I am really trying to create just a more easeful life. And when I see my collection, I don't feel completely overwhelmed, but I do know that it's excessive. So it is going to be imperative for me to kind of comb through everything and lighten it, you know, so I can really enjoy what I have. I just want to use what I want and not feel like anything is neglected. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but I know I can do better. And this is the start of it. So thanks so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me today for this. I hope this was therapy for you, because it always is for me. Until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.